The final shot before half for Brady. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. 5 touchdown passes now for Tom Brady. And the Bucs would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point try now for Saka. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his second extra point here in the first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Second half straight ahead from Raymond James Stadium. Both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. So for the call, let's get back over to Tampa and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Fournette running wide side. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and watch.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. Incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Carr to throw. Looking deep for Adams. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown Raiders. Davante Adams. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Up the gut, Fournette. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now a play fake. Brady. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. So that potentially a turning point here this third quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick 6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense, delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Now they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. On play action, now Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Carlson on for the PAT. And that one puts them on top here in the third.
Makes the score Raiders 35, Buccaneers 34.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. They'll let it out here from the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. That throw by Brady incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The return is Renfro. Now they try a lateral, but it doesn't work. It's a loose ball. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And now hang on here. The door, can you hear it? It's a little open.
Or is that the squeaky hinges that I'm hearing right now? Yeah, the door.
Is that too high pitch?
No, not at all. The door is open a little bit. It's almost like when you tell those horror stories on the camping trip, right? And now
Look out.
Yeah.
We've got a little bit different look on the game at this point.
Big momentum swing here in the fourth on the punt fumble. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. Now Bernard. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball, but he's made some pretty bad.
And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Buccaneers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Brady's going to look to throw. Forced out to his left. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On 2nd and very short, Carr. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards the pickup there.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now a play fake. Carr. Looking deep for Adams. And this is caught inside the 5. 39 yards there, a big one. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. On play action, it's Carr. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A pair of teammates at Fresno State connecting there. Derek Carr to Devontae Adams. And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. The 40. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worse with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Now Carr. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. It's a big play there for Vegas. And even 60 yards. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They come up on a first and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the fourth. A very important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive last. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 36 yards on the play.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw, Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
A handoff to Fournette. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll give Fournette another crack. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On now is Ryan Succop for the field goal try. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And the 13-year man puts it through, and they have regained the lead. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one possession game at the end, that's not something we see